As time ticks by, tensions are running high, so be prepared for aggressive confrontation and highly offensive language from the start and throughout. Previously...
What do we want? Champagne! When do we want it?
Housemates ran wild,
Housemates must leave the storeroom immediately.
leaving Nikki on the edge.
All of you!
Tonight, divisions deepen.
She's so full of shit. She had a panic attack.
Evil fucking bullies.
Who do you think you are? You nobody's evil.
Nikki constantly puts herself first.
It was a letdown for me meeting you.
Likewise. He's a complete and utter pig.
And Brian's pushed to breaking point.
Look at the aggression in your face. If the cameras weren't here, what would you do, Brian?
I hope your fucking family are proud of you.
Relax.
Do not tell me to be quiet.
Dumbass.
Psycho.
You scumbag.
How dare she say those things? Vile piece of shit.
The look in his eye when he's talking to me, wow, you really would do something if you could get away with it.
I feel like I'm living in hell. I shouldn't have come back here.
Brian's climbing over the wall.
Dear 43, 9:44 a.m. It's the morning after rebellion hits the house.
This is Big Brother. Housemates must gather on the sofas immediately.
They're gonna do that.
Oh dear, oh dear.
We are in trouble.
After getting upset during the rebellion, Nikki has spent the night on her own.
Housemates, Big Brother takes rule breaking very seriously. Last night, housemates broke several of Big Brother's fundamental rules. It is housemates' responsibility to look after the house, garden and their contents. Last night, housemates failed to do this. Housemates should clean up last night's mess immediately, and the house must be returned to order.
Who wants to do what?
Yeah, I'm still
Alright, look. Have our chocolate as well.
That was like it anyway, that was it.
Clean.
Clean.
Fucking hell. I'm so glad I got washing up and not the storeroom. I'm so, I looked at the door and thought, fuck that.
I don't think we have to
Do you
shout.
think it was worth the punishment?
Don't know yet.
I hope Nikki comes back.
I wouldn't. What happened to Nikki though?
She had a panic attack. I don't think she can make her mind up what it is. Whatever gets out of doing whatever today.
I all sat down drinking fucking tea. We didn't even throw anything.
Oh dear, what can you do?
Hi.
Hi mate.
Hi.
Feeling a bit better?
Is
Nice to see
everyone
you.
alright?
Yeah. Just cleaning up the crap.
11:09 a.m. Helen is talking to Big Brother about Nikki.
She does me head in. I got something. You didn't get a box of fucking washing powder thrown at your nose, because if you did, your nose would have burst. She's so full of shit. You were in there, you knew you were breaking a rule, and Big Brother would probably bollock us today, so that was your way of getting out of it. Can you bring in, like, a row of bloody violins for her? You got some bloody ready brek thrown in your hair, that's all. Jesus Christ.
Nikki's sharing an observation with Nick.
Helen's ignoring me.
Don't think about it.
What did she say?
No, I'm not going to.
Please tell me. Please, I need to know. Because
No, you don't. No, you
if
don't.
she said mean things, I just won't even give her
You
the
don't need
time
to
of
know.
day.
You don't need to.
Please,
No.
I just need to know.
Said no.
Well, Brian said she called me a weirdo.
She was just saying you're doing it for press. And
They wanted this to happen. They wanted it.
that's all. She's just saying, you know, you're doing it for a headline. I know. You've got 3 more days. Enjoy it.
I can't wait to get away from her.
Oh, don't leave, Nikki.
And please don't go scuffling back and repeat what I've just said, Simon, because it's only going to make my time worse.
I didn't even hear you.
All right.
(12:19 p.m). Some of the housemates are talking about Nikki.
Did you and Nikki have a problem before, Helen? No, I just can't be asked with how she milks stuff and has everyone running round after her. She thinks she's better than everyone else in this house and it pisses me off. Her and Brian, they're just demanding everything and they kick off if they don't get it, and I just think, who do you think you are? You're nobody's. She picks and chooses when she wants to join in and stuff.
First few days, she just walked around.
She's fucking miserable as sin. She's got a face like a fucking melted welly half the time. Does my head in. I just don't like people who think they're better than other people. You shouldn't be here if that's what you think.
Brian and Nikki are talking about Helen.
Got her little posse round her as well. I don't trust Simon. I don't trust Simon. I don't. I always see him whispering to Helen, and I know she doesn't like me, so he's just running in between the pair of us.
Yeah.
I don't trust him as far as I can throw him.
Sometimes, Nikki, I think you're like me. You want to see the best in people.
Yeah, but she was, you know, I take everyone on face value.
In this type of situation, you can't afford to, Nick. And I'm not being rude when
Just
I say
because
that.
I'm not a hard bitch
I know.
that can fucking put up with things like that.
You know what you say, because like, she's a hard face.
It is poison.
It is poison. She is the ice queen. That ain't just a normal bird with a big mouth. You know? Yeah. Evil. She's evil.
Coming up, Nikki vents about Helen.
I'm afraid to even speak in front of her. She's just such a horrible, nasty human being.
And Helen lays into Brian.
You're gonna lose it again, aren't you? You fucking lost the plot. Look at the aggression in your face. If the cameras weren't here, what would you do, Brian? Ask yourself that.
As time ticks by, be prepared for aggressive confrontation and highly offensive language throughout. (1:01 p.m). Helen and Mark are talking about Brian and Nikki.
They haven't done anything at all this week, like nothing. Brian and Ting, they haven't done anything all this week. There's not even one moment they even talked.
They're here for the money.
That's it.
Fucking ungrateful bastards.
Nikki has come to talk to Big Brother.
I can't seem to get my personality back. I just feel shaken up because I've heard what Helen was saying last night when I was in total, utter distress. She said that I wanted to make a headline or sell a story or just absolutely unthinkable things that hadn't even crossed my mind, and like to think that that was the first thing she thought of is just unreal. Like that has just proved exactly what she's in here for and what's on her mind 24 hours a day. what thing to say. She's just such a horrible, nasty human being. I'm afraid to even speak in front of her. I'm scared to look in her direction. She's just seems to have so much power and status in this house. Everyone's just tiptoeing round her, and she wants to be the one that's calling the shots, you know, the power of the house. She's been resenting my existence in this house since we moved in here. She doesn't want me here. She doesn't want me here at all. And she doesn't like it that most of the housemates like me. She doesn't like it.
4:16 p.m. Helen and Chloe are making plans.
I can't wait when a girl's holiday.
I mean, neither. That's the first thing I want to do when I get out. I'm the kind of person where I'm up for anything. I've been on every girl's holiday we've ever had in our group, whereas my friends are probably get married and not, and you know what'll be it.
Yeah, my friends are like that now, that's why I don't go out. They're all settled down.
Move to Donny. We'll go fucking wild.
Nikki and Jack are talking about Helen.
Yeah, at least I know what I'm up against now.
Exactly. Don't let them, you know, at the end of the day, you're gone on Friday. You don't ever have to speak to her again. But don't let her then give you
I
shit
know.
outside.
I'm not going to let her ruin my last few days in here.
Exactly. Enjoy the
Well,
experience.
she's loving it now because I'm just sitting quietly.
Yeah, exactly.
She's just a nasty piece of work, and I'm sorry that she's intruded on your house.
No, I appreciate it.
You know, it must have been horrible. Unfortunately, I've only just worked out what she is.
You can see it, can't you, Nikki?
She's
you can see
horrid. At the end of the day, the things she
And
likes...
Brian. She doesn't want Brian. I
No,
love
she doesn't
Brian.
want Brian because he's
a good guy.
loved by
I love
everybody.
Brian. Yeah, exactly. He's a good guy.
And she can't bear it. That's why she hates me, because I don't get booed. She fucking hates me being here. Everyone's just fucking terrified of her. We just thank God Brian's here.
I love Brian. He's brilliant.
He's such a sweetie.
Yeah.
You feeling all right now?
Yeah, I'm feeling all right now. I think now I've just spent this afternoon away from him.
Yeah.
Because it's weird, like, she bugs him.
Yeah.
Like, Nikki gets bugged more by Helen.
Yes.
I get bugged more by him.
Yeah. Because in real life, people don't like each other. You can just walk away from a situation.
Like, the thing is, though, like, I leave him alone. I don't do anything to him. It's like Joe Taylor, like, I'm just staying away from him. I've even been trying to stay away from even talking about him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so when you've got one person trying to antagonise you, it's like someone sitting there and just going...
Yeah. Yeah. You expect that from a 5-year-old.
You do. But apart from that, I get on with everyone else, so...
We'll miss you loads if I'm not going on
Oh,
Friday.
yeah, I don't think you're going anywhere. That was me. I miss you guys loads as well.
8:39 p.m. Big Brother has given the housemates a task. They must take it in turns to answer one of Big Brother's questions, and the rest of the housemates must then decide if they agree with the answer.
Okay, the housemate most likely to be evicted this week is Christian. Okay, he's upped his game a bit. I think there's been a couple of days where he's hysterically made me laugh, but there's also been a couple of days where he's hysterically made me cringe, and also he was really irritating for some short times, but I love him loads.
Would all housemates who agree with this now stand up?
I don't. Oh, fucking my God. Of course she's going to stand up.
Between you and someone else.
Everybody.
I think that he hasn't done enough, but now lately, since we did say it to him, for a couple of days, he went on a mad one and turned into this absolute weirdo.
The first 35 days of knowing Christian, I really liked the Christian, and then when Christian was up, by the time we were housemates, I really hated the Christian, and you knew I hated it because I said I thought it was weird and odd. Now you've come back to the old Christian who I really like, and it's just about demonstrating that that is the real you, and whether you've got enough time to demonstrate that before Friday.
You seem to have developed more of your personality since being put for nomination. Now that might stand against you with the public vote, so that's why I think you might go.
Cool.
This is Big Brother. Would Jack now take the top card from the box?
Go on, Jack.
Big J.
Indeed,
Jackie
mate.
Chin.
Oh, thank you.
You know when it jokes.
Hashtag pie face meltdown.
The housemate most likely to put themselves before others is...
Easy.
You think it's easy?
That is easy. One.
Yeah, that is pretty actually.
Simple.
Piss simple, mate.
Follow your heart, Jack.
You can include the Time Warp housemates.
Yeah, I know, I'm just... No, I don't mean this in a mean way. I'm going to answer with Nikki. Sorry, Nikki.
It's okay.
This is Big Brother. Would all housemates who agree with this now stand up?
Shock.
Wow, that is a surprise. My God.
I feel that Nikki constantly puts herself first, and in tasks as well, she can be a bit useless and selfish.
Well, you know the way some people say you should never meet your heroes? Well, for me, it was a letdown for me meeting you, and I just think that's for me.
That's all right. It was
I'm sorry.
likewise anyway.
Good.
So.
Good. And this week, I think you and Brian are only here for the money. Sorry, Brian, to drag you into it, but I think that's the only reason why you're actually here.
I think all three of them are here for the money.
That's so unfair.
Would you
Oh
actually want
my
to be
God.
here? Do you want to be here?
I do want to be here.
Really?
I really do want to be here. And I've actually made an effort to be friendly with people. I'm not a fake person, Danny. I don't just jump up.
I didn't say you was a fake person.
Hang on, I don't just jump up in a task like these two do and rise to the moment and this character comes out from somewhere, but then during the day they're fucking half asleep or washing the fucking undies in bath.
The reason why the last couple of days I've been in the bathroom is purely because when I'm in your company, literally, I feel when I'm around a pair of you, like literally, my energy just gets so subtracted. You're like the Dementors from Harry Potter. Yes, I've been quieter than normally I've been in this house because I cannot be myself around here because you make me, the pair of you make me feel about this big, okay? Yes, you do tag team people. You tag team consistently. You work in cahoots of each other, okay?
I don't mean on.
Yes,
I
you do.
don't mean on.
Yes, you do. You're the horrible cheerleader and you're the meathead jock.
Mate,
No,
I do it myself.
Say
I do it
anything,
myself.
At least I
I'm
don't
not me
lie.
on.
Everyone in this house knows where they stand with me. Everyone.
You know where I stand. You know where I stand with you because I told you.
Don't mean to.
Okay.
You're gonna lose it again, aren't you? You fucking lost the plot. Look at the aggression in your face. If the cameras weren't here, what would you do, Brian? Ask yourself that. What would you do? You want me to fucking antagonise you? I fucking will.
Calm down. Why are you getting aggressive?
Fucking lip.
Why are you
Oh
gonna get
yeah, look
aggressive?
at him. Look at his lip.
Yeah, why are you going to get aggressive though?
Look at the stare.
You did
Do you know what I really dislike about you? You went off on one of Nikki last night and you called her a fucking weirdo. Do you know what? She's got fucking... Do you know what Nikki's history is? Do you know what fucking Nikki's history is? And the pair of you, that's why you're pond scum, alright? So yes, I am fucking shaking. I know. You're sick of the fucking it, the pair of you.
Don't raise to it. Don't raise because you'll look like the bad guy. Please don't raise to it.
Guys, let's all forget about it now, yeah?
go back to the game.
Forget back to the game, all right? We all have our own situation. Let's stop.
Coming up, round 2.
You need us to argue with you so you can get your fucking trash of a fucking persona out there for everyone. This is how you make money, sweetheart. You make money out of being a scumbag.
As time ticks by, be prepared for aggressive confrontation and highly offensive language throughout. (9 or 1 p.m). Housemates are still taking part in this evening's task. The next person to answer one of Big Brother's questions is Nick.
The housemate most likely to marry for money is...
Oh, God.
I'm going to be honest with this because obviously you work with the Daily Star and stuff like that. You might get contract... You might get... The most, because you're contracted to the Daily Star, they would want to do something in order they might give you a deal on your
So
marriage.
I
or
do
something.
the one thing in life that I want to do specially for money.
I'm not saying that you would. That's just my opinion, just because you work for a newspaper. So.
Nick thought that Helen was the most likely housemate to marry for money.
No, it's me.
Would all housemates who agree with Nick now stand up?
Bring it on!
if putting it in a positive light, I think you like nice things, and in order to maybe get that, you would potentially marry for money.
After hearing the comments last night, after I was really very distressed, and the first thing that was on Helen's mind was that I was going to sell an article or get a headline, it just actually clarified the reasons why she's here, and her thought process for every minute that she's in this house is to create headlines, when actually it was the last thing on my mind, and quite upsetting, well, beyond upsetting, to hear that that's all she could say. It's unreal.
Because I thought it was fake, but never mind.
So yeah, so that's confirmed it.
The reason as for last night, calling Nikki a weirdo, when the reason why Nikki reacted the way she did goes back to her childhood, after she was in hospital as a kid and dealt with a lot of issues. But this woman has no principles, morals or self-respect, and she acts like she just walked out of a dustbin. So that's why I think that she would marry for money. So there you go.
Straight jackets in story.
Stop.
Psycho.
Let's stop going in.
I feel so sorry for you. You're left with this after this show. You're left with this person. I feel so sorry for you. No. Let's not sit down, yeah? Let's not. She wants to laugh at this girl. She wants to laugh. I'll walk away. But she wants to. You need us to argue with you so you can get your fucking trash of a fucking persona out there for everyone. This is how you make money, sweetheart. You make money out of being a scumbag.
It's a game.
You make money out of being a scumbag.
Calm down.
Right, this is what she wants.
You're laughing at Nikki, you scumbag.
Brian, keep playing into my hands.
Just keep it going.
Keep playing into my hands.
Just don't respond to it, please. Please don't respond to it.
She's making fun out of people with eating disorders. You're a fucking big woman. I hope your fucking family are proud of you. You too.
Listen now.
No, you sit down. Come on, relax.
How weird is that me and you are jumping up at everything at the same time? Keep it down, yeah? Helen, listen. Helen, don't calm down. Listen, I'm going to make it look.
I'm not going to calm down. I am calm.
Listen, don't calm down.
Brian, you look like a rapist.
No, whoa. Now that's out of order.
You look like a murderer / rapist. That's what you look like. You have issues.
Everyone here loves you. Everyone out there loves you. Just remember that.
9:59 p.m. Mark's talking about Helen.
You all think I'm up at Helen's arse. No, the only reason why I talk to Helen, guys, I swear to God, it's nothing to do with that. I actually like talking to her. When she stood up there, I cringed.
This is what it looks like.
I know what it looks like. I even said to them in there.
This is Helen.
And I'm behind her ass, yeah?
No, look, this is Helen's arse, yeah? Do you want me to do... And this is you.
Mate, I feel it. I feel it. Do you know what, guys? I swear to God. I actually like... I agree with her a lot of things. Most things she says. Some things I kind of like, Helen, calm down there. You know, sometimes she does go in, especially with you. She does go in, and I'm kind of like, Helen, come on, relax.
She's like you.
That was
very
defamatory what she said about me.
Yeah.
Called me a murderer and a rapist.
No, I said to her to stop. I said that was bad.
A murderer and a rapist.
I disagree. Mate, there's some things I disagree. But, you know, even when she was stood up there...
There's no but when someone calls someone a murderer
mate. I know. Mate, I agree with you. I agree with you, and I would say that to her. I said to her...
I'm not being rude. You guys have been antagonising me.
I have.
Yeah.
Personally, but not with her. Not with her. On my own.
The pair of you, Mark, have been antagonising me since Friday. No, I will not speak quiet when someone calls me a murderer and a rapist. No, but you cannot. You've been antagonising me. Yeah, okay. So then when I get called a murderer and a rapist in the evening, do not tell me to be quiet.
No, Brian, the only problem I have with you there is you lied twice about me.
No, I did.
You said I laughed at Chloe. You said I lied about saving the guys.
Okay, you wonder why I don't talk to you, okay? Mate. The reason why I don't talk to you is because you twist what I say.
No, I didn't. I never told that you
said. You're doing it now, and this is why I don't talk to you, and then you antagonise me.
You asked me, have I antagonised you? And what I say, yes, I have, but I have not done it in coordination with her. I do it on my own.
You do it. Yeah, that's everybody. A lie. That is a lie in itself.
You two
do tag team people, so that's
a
lie in itself.
She agrees with what I say.
Listen, you're very clever in the way you word stuff, and you're very clever on the way you go about stuff in this house. So do not try to pull the wool over my eyes in this situation, okay? Yes, you are. You're not very honest. You are a cunning young man. You are a cunning young man.
You said I didn't try to save the lads. Third thing you lied about. You said I voted for Jade No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You always said I'm going with the majority.
I told everybody I wasn't getting involved.
No, I've catch you
Lawyer.
up. You might be very good at fucking talking.
Good boy.
See you later,
Good boy, you
little
lawyer,
boy.
mate.
Listen, I don't need to compete with a geezer with a good upper body and a pair of fucking shorts.
That's what I have, a brain, you dumbass.
You've
done nothing
The man in
contributing
the
to
white
your life.
coats are waiting for you, Brian.
Hello, Brian.
Hello. I'm speechless. I don't know what I'm supposed to say to any of this. I feel like I'm being ganged up upon. Fuming. Absolutely fuming.
Nikki and Chloe are talking about Mark.
When we go this week, he's going to be in a lot of trouble because everybody here is going to hate him except for Simon.
He's been so much nicer to me.
Yeah, because he's starting to worry. He's starting to shit himself because he's going to have no one once Queen Bee
Is that why he
fucks
stopped
off.
picking on me and Harry, do you think?
He needs people to be on his side.
Once somebody's like, you can't do, like, have that be that nasty to me for weeks on end.
He's a bully. How he's treated Brian this week, him and her, how they've treated Brian, it's just been...
Helen has been lovely to me, to be fair, so I can't really say anything like that, but I definitely get the Mark situation.
He's just a complete and utter pig.
I don't want to cry. All the murder and the rapist in here, that's so not who I am. I don't want to cry. I've cried so much in this fucking house.
Brian, it's been a very tense evening. You can take as long as you like.
I've tried to just get away from him. I shouldn't have come back here. I shouldn't have come. This is the worst. It's only because I'm one of the few people that stand up to them that they're giving it all to me. It's just no, it's just like day in, day out, they're just giving me shit. This is really hard. I just feel like I'm living in hell.
Guys, I swear my mother's life, mate. My mother died. Anything I've said to your face, I've said behind your back. I will not lie and tell different.
Where's this come from? Well, why are you bringing me into it?
I'm just letting all you
don't
know, lads.
care.
I'm talking to you, Danny, because you know what, you're the most
Danny, he
civil out of
brings
everybody.
everyone into it. You've seen
You
him
all
do
do
it.
bring everyone into it.
I've not brought anyone
all of you
into
bring
anything.
people in arguments.
Danny, the only
All of
person
you.
I have a problem with in this house is him
Exactly,
and Nikki.
and
because
you're having a problem with him. You don't need to bring anyone in.
I've not brought
Helen
anybody
wants to have a
into
problem with him.
anything.
Helen, I don't mean it's a bad way. If Helen wants to have a problem with him, fuck you. You have a problem with him. I don't mean it in
Yeah,
a bad
that's
way.
what I mean. No, no.
Exactly.
But my problem is,
But everyone
guys,
thinks we're
3 times
synchronising
he
it.
has lied to my face to make you think
Who
differently
said
about me.
everyone thinks that?
I know he's his friend, guys, and it is annoying that I
It's not
see
about
that.
It's not about
It is,
Matt,
it is.
but you've got to remember, Matt, you've got to remember that everyone sat around the table, so they've probably clicked on that he doesn't actually understand what he's talking about half of the time.
Do you feel better for getting it out in the open, Brian?
I'm defeated. That's how I feel. I just feel like just say what you want to say about me. I'm just getting a barrage of just abuse. And if I try and stick up for myself, then I'm a murderer and a rapist. So I've just got to. This is bad, dude. This is gnarly bad. Like this is just. There's bad. There's crap. There's shit, and then there's this.
10:54 p.m. Danny, Chloe and Jack are in the bedroom.
Oh, fucking hell. As much as I want to stay here, fuck me.
Yeah, I know, mate. I know. Which is why I'm just getting out of the room for a minute.
Can't deal with it anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, I really don't like this.
Side with Brian.
Don't take sides.
Oh, sorry, no. Sorry. Put it this way. I won't take sides, but I kind of feel for Brian, in a way.
Yeah, the rapist comment wasn't very nice.
Yeah, but you got a murderer as well. But she got him a murderer as
Yeah,
well.
that's too far.
Too far.
I'd love her to go in on me. I would. Honestly,
I
I would
won't.
call her every name under the sun.
That's the way that she goes about her arguments, though. All she does is do that.
Listen,
she
us
does.
lot sat in here
she
whispering
listen,
anything good.
She does the insults.
She's always been really nice to me, so I can't say it. Do you know what I mean?
Nikki is comforting Brian.
How dare she say those things? That is just...
I just feel degraded, Nikki. Like, I feel like I'm crying in this house on the enough every other day. To be told I'm doing it for the
She's jealous
money.
of you because you're so loved and you're such a good person, and that's something she would never be.
The things I could say to her, like, I could say anything.
But you've kept your dignity, Brian.
Yeah.
You've kept your dignity throughout. She's lowered herself. She's just shown herself in her true colours for the vile piece of shit that she is.
Well, the thing that annoys me most is that she feeds her for this.
Yeah.
This
That's
is-
giving her exactly what she wants.
But I couldn't-
That's why.
But that's when they said that, oh, you should never meet your heroes. I was thinking, I don't want to be your hero.
I don't ever want to see him again.
I don't.
He's just as low down
Oh,
as she is.
I told you this.
They're the most low down scumbags, and they're perfect for each
They're
other.
perfect, absolutely perfect for each other. You guys got to remember, she's some fucking dodgy old prostitute who fucking done what she done, and fucking she tried to make a career off the back of it. By doing this, do you know what I mean? She's got the morals of an handicap.
Coming up, Danny confronts Helen.
If someone sat there and called me a murderer, I would go fucking in on your ass.
And Brian bolts.
Brian's climbing over the wall.
Going.
Nick off the legs.
Brian.
Oh my God,
Get
fuck off.
He's gone.
11:26 p.m. Some of the housemates are in the kitchen.
Apparently, if you drink monkey's piss, you can,
I drink it all the time.
You can make you grow taller.
Monkey's piss?
He's messing with you, man. What are you listening to him for?
Monkey's piss.
Oh, really?
That's why you're so tall.
Boom.
There you go, Brian.
Hello, mate. You okay?
You all right, mate? Thank you for what you said, and
Nick, first time. Well, I missed. Second
well done for
time.
staying calm as well.
Come on, son.
Oh my God.
I'm shaking it.
I
She
know,
kept
I can
pointing
see you
at the
doing.
fact-
I fucking.
That just crossed so many levels.
Yeah, it's just. They have to do it.
Oh, I'm coming to see how
They
my
put people
favourite
completely
people
out of
are.
context and make people say things they don't mean and what looks like they mean. It's just.
But she meant that.
No, regardless of if she did or not, it was out of line. Everyone in there
That
knows
was
that.
just beyond out of line.
Even
Call me
stuff.
see you next Tuesday. Don't call me a murderer and a rapist.
Yeah.
So
You
I
don't fucking need to put up with that shit. You
Do you know
don't
what I mean?
deserve
I don't
that.
have
You're
to-
a good person.
I need to
You've
wash
done
my
fuck
hands,
all
guys.
wrong.
Sorry
That's what I
about
said.
that.
I said.
Sticky.
You've done nothing wrong at the end of the day. You've just stood up for what you think's right.
Fucking mind it, babe.
Tell you what.
Did you hear something? What are you looking at, Brian? It's cold. Let's go inside.
We'll do it in a minute, babe. We'll do it in a minute.
Sorry, mate, I was just coming to get the water bottle, that's all. Brian.
What's going on? What's Brian doing?
You know the adventure.
What's Brian doing? Brian's climbing over the wall.
Go in.
Brian.
Nick off my
No,
legs,
Brian.
please.
Brian.
Nick off the legs.
Brian.
Oh my God! Get fuck off! He's gone.
Don't do that.
This is Big Brother.
Brian.
Brian is not permitted to climb on the house.
Brian.
He's climbing over the wall. Get
Brian.
Security.
Brian.
Oh my back.
No, Brian,
Oh my
please
God,
don't,
go,
Brian.
Christian.
Brian,
Get down.
Brian, come back. Brian,
Get
come
down.
back. Brian. Guys,
Big Brother said get back in.
Leave him.
Guys!
This is Big Brother. Housemates should return to the house immediately.
Oh, no.
Did he just jump?
I can't believe
Brian!
this.
Brian.
What was said?
He's gone down a ladder, I think.
What was said?
No, I just came to get my water.
Hold on, hold
Nicky,
on.
come I just came to get my waterfall, and he was up here climbing over.
Why is he doing that?
He's a psychopath, that's why. Nut job, man.
If he wants to go, why doesn't he just go?
Because it's attention, freak.
No, Nicky, no.
Nicky,
no, Nicky.
Let's get in the house. Let's get in the house.
Obviously, I'm not letting her.
Guys, let's get in the house. Let's get in the house. He'll be alright. Let's get in the house.
Brian!
Brian! Get in the house. He'll be alright.
Oh no.
You'll be fine.
Fucking just jumped off the...
I know, but don't. No, I'm strong. I just
Oh,
want to
no.
make sure.
Has he actually got off the wall?
I just saw this foot go over the wall.
I saw him do it.
Missed it all. Shock.
"12:45 a.m. Nick is comforting Nicky.
It's okay. He will be alright. He probably just needed to get out. You've got to stay here now for him, though. And I'll look after you now. At least he'll feel better now.
At least no one's going to make him cry on the outside. I feel like I let him down.
There's nothing you could have done if he felt like that. I just wish he'd have said, because he didn't tell you. And if he'd have told you he felt like that, you'd have stopped him.
I would have gone after him if it wasn't for you.
I know. I'm going to look after you now.
I love you, Nick.
Sam and Simon are talking about Brian's escape.
Did you actually see it? Did you actually see him
Well, I
jump?
did, yeah. I said, look, Brian's jumping over the wall.
Could you imagine someone's calling you a murderer or a rapist? That is like ridiculous. I love her. I get on great with her, but that is like, Christ.
He won't come back. I don't think he'll come back.
Danny is talking to Helen about her argument with Brian.
Do you regret a lot of stuff that you say?
Yeah, I suppose. Maybe not regret. I just wish I'd chosen to say things better sometimes.
Or think before you speak?
I don't know, because that would take away my personality and my honesty. And I think that's one good thing about me. I think it's a good thing to be honest, yeah.
Okay, I'll give you an example, yeah?
Go on.
So you called someone a paedophile earlier. Is that an
When?
honest statement?
When did I say that?
And a murderer?
No, you said rapist and
Oh,
murderer.
sorry. So would you say that's an honest comment? If you say you're very honest and you don't think before, you think before you speak?
No, I don't think before I speak, that's what I'm saying. That's why being honest usually comes to me, but also, yeah, I do say things wrong. He called me a bully the other day. I take that very personal. When I'm not a bully, I'm actually a very caring person. I'm a good friend to a lot of people.
Okay.
The last thing I am is a bully. I find him very intimidating, and that's why I stand up to him the way, because I won't be intimidated by anybody.
What, so you got, how did that make you feel when he called you a bully?
It kind of made me laugh a bit, because I thought, as if you've said that just because I said. I
Just
get
made you
called,
laugh,
but
so you didn't take it personal?
Because I choose not to take things personal. It's up to you what you choose to take personal. If he said something about us, like my child, then you'd see me react differently.
But he wouldn't.
No, instead he just goes on about, he picks the usual thing. He couldn't say anything because he doesn't know anything. He doesn't have anything on me.
I don't think you know anything, which is why you come out with murderer.
Listen, his behaviour, his body language, the look in his eye when he's talking to me, I just think, wow, you really would do something if you could get away with it.
So do you think it's wise then to rattle his cage?
Why is he allowed to say what he wants to me? Danny, believe it or not.
I'm not saying.
No, believe it or not. How I sat before and how I kind of spoke to him was me being calm. I have not even retaliated halfway, nowhere near as much as what I'd want to do usually.
Someone sat there and called me a murderer and what was the other thing? Murderer and what?
Rapist.
A rapist. I would go fucking in on your ass. No one would sit there and call me a murderer.
And you could do. I said it to provoke a reaction.
I thought he was actually very calm.
I said
after
it
them
to
comments.
provoke a reaction. Because he was saying things to
I know you
provoke a
did.
reaction out of me.
I know. So do you think
I
it's
sat
wise
there-
saying things if you know he could potentially do something harmful in your words?
Because part of me wants him to... I didn't want him around me anyway. He makes my skin crawl. I'm glad he's gone.
2:19 a.m. Most of the housemates are in bed.
Jack. Yeah. Right, mate. Push it. Good night. Oh, good night.
Nikki has come to talk to Big Brother.
Hi.
Hello, Nikki.
I just need to know that Brian's okay. Can I give a message to him?
What would you like to say?
Just tell him that I love him so much and I'm here for him, and I would want nothing more than for him to come back. It would just break my heart that them evil fucking bullies drove him out of this house where he's so loved and adored and a real legend. I've been a bit shrunken into myself today, but I feel now I'm going to act strong even if I don't feel strong, and I'm not going to let them win, because I know more than anything Helen wants me to go. She can't bear me being in this house. She cannot bear it, and I don't want to give her the satisfaction of leaving. I want to stay here till the last minute just to get under her skin as much as I can. And I'm going to try and enjoy myself. She can say what she likes about me. I know I'm a good person. And that's something she could never be.
Day 44.
Before you entered the house, Helen, the rules regarding unacceptable language and behaviour were explained to you. Big Brother feels that your behaviour towards Brian crossed the line and was unacceptable. For example, late last night, you referred to him repeatedly as a psycho, suggested he needed a straitjacket, and then, at 9:36 p.m, said that he looked like a rapist and a murderer. Helen, on this occasion, Big Brother feels that your behaviour and use of language was completely unacceptable and has no other choice than to issue you with a formal warning.
Well, I'm sorry for the two comments, and I'm sorry I brought the rules. I don't expect to make other people feel uncomfortable. I like everybody in that room except Nikki Graham. I don't want to make anybody else feel uncomfortable with my comments, so I'm sorry for that reason.
Mark, before you entered the Big Brother house, the rules regarding unacceptable behaviour were explained to you. Unacceptable behaviour includes behaving in a way that could cause serious offence to fellow housemates or to members of the viewing public. This behaviour can include name-calling, repeated harassment, or abusive language directed at another housemate. With regards to Brian, Big Brother deems that your behaviour towards him crossed the line, was unacceptable, and made him feel that he had been targeted in the house.
Well, tell me what I did.
Mark, Big Brother takes this incredibly seriously. Last night, you repeatedly referred to Brian as a psycho. In future, Big Brother expects you not to repeat this behaviour. Do you understand what Big Brother is saying to you?
Yeah. I understand, and I'll try not to do it in the house anymore.
This week, Christian, Danny, Jack, Joel, Nick, Simon, Harry and Sam all face the public vote. Who goes? You decide. From a landline, call 090 20 44 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. From a mobile, call 650 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. For Christian, add 05. For Danny, add 06. For Jack, add 09. For Joel, add 11. For Nick, add 13. For Simon, add 15. For Harry, add 16. For Sam, add 18. Mobile and BT landline votes cost 50p. Other landlines may vary. Or you can vote via the Big Brother app, where 2 votes will cost you 99p. Voting closes in Friday's eviction show. If you're watching on catch-up after that or outside the UK, please don't vote. Votes cast after lines close won't count. You can find terms on the Big Brother website.
Thank you, Marcus. Tomorrow night, celebs on benefits, fame to claim they had the success, then it all came crashing down. Don't miss it, brand new at 8. The next tonight, discussing their 15 minutes in the bright Big Brother limelight. Bit on the sides with Rylan in just a moment.